Today, I really want to talk about this little product over here. This is the Smallrig RC60B video light. I've had this product now for about 7 months, and I've paid my own money for this back in the day when I bought it in early January 2024. I've been using it quite extensively on personal projects and some commercial work as well. So I want to give my sort of 2 cents, my overview of this product, some of the stuff that I really like about it, and just some of the things that you should be a little bit aware of. Ooh, it's shaking the table. So the little bit of a backstory. When it comes to videography, of course, it's very easy to be super excited about things like camera bodies, about lenses, all of these things that have initially brought us filmmakers into the world of video production. That is, of course, all really cool, and we love to obsess about these things. But the other two is like with video production, it's really like a holy trinity. You have the camera and the lenses at the top, and then on the sides you have audio and recording good voice, good audio for your video clips. And then the final cornerstone is the lighting, having good lights. Now, of course, there are many products on the market, and we are spoiled for choice in terms of what we can buy these days and all the different things that we can have. But one of the main things for me in terms of why I decided to go with this product specifically is portability. It's the size, because the entire light in working order is basically this little box over here. And this is like, I mean, to be fair, it's like the size of a little camera body as well, like a little cinema camera body. You can almost imagine this like as a little red Komodo, you know, for us cheap filmmakers who can't afford the proper cinema cameras. But anyway, the main advantage, the reason why I bought it and why I was intrigued when this product first came out, is that it has an internal battery. And so you don't need to put another external big ass battery to hang on the side with like wires and all the kind of stuff coming out. And this comes as a small package in this little box, and it's a 60-watt light, which means that it is exceptionally bright. Like, this is really bright. In the past, in terms of solving my issues with portability to film various projects, I used to use tube lights. So I have a big tube light from Nanlite. It's one of the brands that I use. There's a little tube light behind me over there. That's, I think, is from Aperture. But anyway, tube lights, through thick and thin, I was kind of able to make them work by just like positioning them around my subjects and using them as key lights, even though you're not really supposed to use them as key lights, but I still made it work. But then when this came out, I was like, okay, this kind of solves everything, because this is going to be a bright light that is going to produce a lot of power, and it's still going to be very compact. You know, this is really small. This is just like basically having another camera body with me, and it's going to do the job, right? And yeah, I am very pleased overall with my experience. Let me just show you. The light itself comes with a nice case as well, which I don't currently have on me because it's been like 7 months already. But anyway, the key things that you get is you get this reflector, which makes it even brighter than it is. Then this is key. You get this little holder, which I love as an accessory, because this basically sticks into here and you're able to screw it in, and through the power of editing. Yeah, so this accessory, I really love it because it screws in, and then this attaches to like a normal sort of C stand. And then through here, you see you have this little hole over here, boom, which has this nut as well, which you can tighten and loosen. So through here, you can put some sort of diffuser. And with lights, you can buy smaller lights. That's not a problem. The thing that takes up space is usually the diffuser, right? Because if you have a big softbox, which is what makes the light look really beautiful and soft and cinematic, you know, you have to diffuse the light. The softbox is what takes up a lot of space. And if you ever carry those things around with you to a shoot, you know what I mean. In the past, I used to get around this problem by not even bothering with lights. I would never buy lights. I would only rent them for when I need them for specific projects. I would use them on site, on location, then I would give them back to whoever I rented them from. But this kind of solves my issue, because I have this, boom, look at this umbrella, which basically just goes through here, and then you tighten the screw, whoa, and it gets the job done. I mean, this, I'm just using this small umbrella as an example, but you can of course get a bigger one, and when you have more space, you know, you can put up a big umbrella, a big wide umbrella, or you can get an even bigger one and reflect it the other way so it bounces like that way and onto your subject. Anyway, my point is that together with the light coming in a little box like this without needing an external battery, and by having this accessory where you can screw in a little diffuser umbrella, it basically gets the job done. So in terms of like what you get straight out of the box when you buy this light, even without because I think there's two kits that you can buy it with. There's a kit that is going to allow you to basically have a little diffuser that comes with it, or you can like create your own by just buying this. Literally costs like £2 or £3 British from Amazon. And then the other stuff that I love is that it actually has physical buttons for everything that you're using on this light. So in terms of switching it on, you flick on a physical button. Then to get the light working, you have to rotate this intensity dial, and then boom, you have, whoa, look at that, that's really bright. That is really bright. I just blinded everybody there, I know I did. But yeah, look, wow, this is amazing. Look how cinematic and beautiful I look now that I'm backlit. Incredible, right? Anyway, you've got the physical dials. And then here you control intensity with the top. And then here this controls the Kelvin values. So you can go up to all the way down to make it all orange and really like, whoa, like that. And then you can go all the way up to 6,500 Kelvin and then all the way down to 2,700 Kelvin. And then you have the intensity dial as well to make it bright, to make it darker. It just died, by the way, because I didn't charge it for quite a while. And this actually brings me on to one of the things that you should be aware of. So yes, you have an internal battery. Yes, it lasts for a considerable amount of time. I can't remember exactly. I'm going to put on the screen how much it's rated to last for. But two things you need to be aware of. It takes an absolute age to charge. Like charging this light, if you have a normal charger, that the kind of charger that you use to like maybe charge your phone with, because here's the thing, the light comes with the handle, the reflector, battery grip, which I'm going to talk about in a second. And then there's another kind of handle which doesn't have any of the sort of mounts. It just has a 1/4 inch thread at the bottom, but it doesn't have like the hole that you need for a diffuser. So that's what the camera comes with, and it comes with a USB-C to a USB-C wire. But then in terms of charging, you have to use something that you already have in your house, right? And so I've been using like a normal, just a charging block that I use to charge my smartphone. And that thing takes an age to charge. And I literally mean like an age. It will take like a full day, sometimes a day and a half to charge from 0 to full. And so this is something you should be aware of, because if you're buying it and if you have like a video shoot that you want to do like the next day or something, it ain't gonna be ready. Like this light will take a long time to charge. I think one of the solutions is if you buy like a high performance power block. That way it will just charge really quick or quicker, and that way you will be a bit more secure when it comes to charging the light up. But so yeah, the amount of time that it takes to charge, definitely be aware of that part. And then the other thing is when it is charged and when it is working, you have a little value here which shows how much time you have left for the battery until it runs out. I found that is not super accurate. It is like reliable, it's an indication, it's better than just having the standard blocks and the bars, but sometimes it will say that it has like right now when I switched it on, it said that I had 5 minutes of battery left. I started fiddling with it and it just died. It died in under like, within like a couple of minutes. So that's a small example, but sometimes it's kind of worse because it's saying that you have like 20 minutes left or 25 minutes left and then it might die in like 10 minutes. So it's just something to be aware of, because if you are using it on a professional shoot and you're working with clients and then you think you have time to record some interviews on location and then boom, it just dies, not a good look. Which brings me on to the third and final accessory, or actually, I'm not sure if it's the third, but it's one of the accessories that you get. You get this little block which mounts to the bottom here, I think. Anyway, it mounts, which I've never used, as you can see. But this is a little grip thing which grips onto the back of the camera. And then you, wait, hang on. I can do this. It actually works like this. Aha, you see, when you use half a brain cell, you start to figure things out. Anyway, yeah, it goes along like this. And then here, this is the part which you can mount like a bigger battery on, like a external power block, and then connect it via USB-C over here. And then you have more power, which is a much more reliable way to use this light. But anyway, in my conclusive thoughts after using this product for 7 months and being on location with it, in terms of the power, this is like a very significant step up from all of the other lights that I've used in the past in terms of tube lights and the kind of power that you get. As I said, for me, one of the main selling points was the accessories that you get, and specifically the fact that you have this grip which you can easily mount a diffuser like a white umbrella to shoot the light through to make it more cinematic and more beautiful and more dispersed. Dispersed is not the right word. More diffused, that's the right word. So that's really cool. But yeah, just be aware of the battery in terms of how much it takes to charge, and the fact that the reading in terms of how much time you have left on the actual battery life is sometimes not super reliable. But overall, I would give this product like 4.5 stars out of 5. So 4.5 out of 5, I think is really good. Just be aware of those two things. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any comments. But yeah, these have been my thoughts on the Smallrig RC60B. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Boom.